book lovers, it's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen with my October TBR and my TBR for my next 2 books. So in October I have 2 readathons that are happening all this coming week, officially starting on Monday. The first one I'm doing is Seasons of Reading's Fright Falls Readathon, which is about scary books. And you only have to read one scary book for the readathon. The rest you can read whatever you want. I decided to just go ahead and pick scary books because I want to fit the theme, and it's October, and that's fun to do. I will leave the links below for this readathon, so if you'd like to join, they're very laid back, which I like. And here is my TBR for that week. I've come up with 6 books. These are also on my October TBR already, so if I do not finish them for the readathon, I will probably read them later in the month. First I have As Red as Blood, Sala Samuka, I'm not sure how you pronounce the name, but this book is fascinating to me. I've been wanting to read it for a while. It looks creepy, and I won it a while ago as a surprise. I'd never heard of it, so I'm excited to read this one. Dearly Departed by Leah Habel. This one I have owned forever because it's a scary steampunk one, and I love these kind of books, so very excited to read this. Ghost in Trouble by Carolyn Hart. This is actually, I know nothing about this book other than it's about it's a mystery, it's about a ghost, and my mom gave it to me to read, so I thought it'd be good for Halloween. This one will be a reread, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Now this isn't really so much a scary book, it's a strange book, which I think strange and unusual really does fit October. So this is in my October TBR already, so I thought it would actually go pretty well for this week, and I really would like to get this reread. I loved this series. And then this would be a reread too, Hollow City. Miss Peregrine's is the second book by Ransom Riggs, and this will be a reread too. Those are to refresh me on everything before I finally read Library of Souls, which I have not read yet, so I'm very excited to read Library of Souls, and I will finally finish this series. So if I don't get time to read all of the Miss Peregrines before the end of the week for the readathon, I will continue to read these for October. So that's it for the Seasons of Reading Fright Falls Readathon TBR. Again, I'll leave the links below for that. The next one I'm participating in is AYearathon Readathon. I did this last month and I loved it. It was so fun. Their theme this month is mental health issues, which I thought was a good theme because honestly, for October, I'm reading a lot of scary books or books that have just released that I really want to read. So this was actually kind of nice. It threw a little diversity into my TBR mix. I was kind of happy about it. First I have The Last Time We Say Goodbye by Cynthia Hand. I've had this on my TBR forever and I've been wanting to read it. I got it on sale on Kindle one time, so finally going to read this. Crank by Ellen Hopkins. This is one I bought a long time ago from BAM. They had a deal you could buy 3 and get a 4th 3, or buy 2 get the 3rd free. I can't remember what the deal was, but it was a good deal. And this is one of the books, and I hadn't read this series, and I thought I would try it. So this is about a kind of drug or some kind of thing like that, and the issues that they have. So obviously there's a lot of mental issues in this. The Last Time We Say Goodbye, I really do not know what that's about, other than it's a sad contemporary. Faking Normal by Courtney C. Stevens. I have wanted to read this for a really long time. I first came across my radar when it was in ARC form, and I believe it was Epic Reads highlighted this book, and it sounded so good to me. First of all, the cover fascinated me. So good. I believe it's about a girl who's either been raped or had some kind of sexual abuse and trying to move on from that. She doesn't tell anyone what's happened to her, and so she's hiding and trying to pretend that she's normal. So it's basically the ramifications of what happens after the fact that you've been raped or sexually assaulted and you don't say anything, and how you move on, and how that's not probably a good thing, I'm guessing, in this book, because I can't imagine it would be. So it looks really sad, but really interesting, and I need to read more books like this, and I've really heard great things about this one, so excited for it. 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. This one I have had forever. Obviously, it's been out forever, and I think everybody knows what it's about. It's one of those books that almost everybody's read, but I have not read it yet, mainly because the subject matter is a little bit tough for me. Suicide in general is not an easy subject for me for many different reasons, but it's one that I still try to read because it's good to face your fears and move on from that. So anyway, I've been wanting to read it for a long time, so this is the readathon that's pushing me to finally. And finally, last but not least, Speak by Lori Halse Anderson. This is also about a girl who has been raped. This one does tell, and things really go wrong with it. So it's supposed to be an amazing book, and I've been wanting to read it forever, and I love Lori Halse Anderson. You'll have to excuse my copy. I'm going to have to find another one. My cat kind of had fun with that book one day, sharpening her claws, and I wasn't too happy about it, but anyway, it's still readable, so I will be reading this one. And that will finish off my AYearathon readathon for the week. I hope I get all these books read. I would really like to. I will leave links below for that readathon as well. I hope you join in. It's really fun. Alright, so October, after the readathons, October is Sarah J. Maas month for me, so I'm going to get caught up on my Sarah J. Maas, which I really need to do. First, I've got A Court of Mist and Fury. I haven't read this yet, and I really need to. Holy cow, it's a big one, though. The thing about Sarah J. Maas month is that these books are all huge, so I don't have that many to read, but they're so big, it's going to take me a while. But yes, I can't wait to finish or get caught up on this series. Then I'm going to reread Heir of Fire. This is as far as I got in the series. I did finish this one. I am going to reread it because I read it when it first came out, and that was a while ago, and I need a refresher. Now, Throne of Grass and Crown of Midnight, I have reread those multiple times, so I don't feel like I need to reread those. I'm pretty good at knowing what's going on in the first two books of the series. It's this one that is a little fuzzy. I remember a lot, but I think there's details that I need to know. So this is so detailed, and I don't want to miss anything in the upcoming books. So I'm going to reread this one. Queen of Shadows. I haven't read this yet. Excited to finally get to this one. I've heard there's a big, huge twists. There are in all the books, aren't there? But yeah, excited to read Queen of Shadows. And then I'll finally be able to read Empire of Storms, which I just got. So far I've heard lackluster about this one. We'll see how it goes. I have not really been paying too close attention to reviews because I really want to just enjoy the series for myself. I'm hoping I love it. I'm hoping. So far, I have loved every Sarah J. Maas book I have read. Even the very beginning ones where people were like, oh, I'm not sure I like that much. And they got farther in the series and they loved it. I still love the very first books. So I'm hoping, I think I really connect with her writing. I just really love her. Next on my TBR, I'm going to be rereading An Ember in the Ashes. I don't own this one, so I got it from the library to read. Loved this book. And then after I finish that, I can read Torch Against the Night. I am really excited to finally read this one. I was going to push it off to November and thought, nah, I would like to read it in October. The only reason I was going to push it off is because I'm reading so much fantasy already with the Sarah J. Maas books, but that's okay. I really want to read this one. Okay, next are library books. This is a definite one that I want to read. The Heart of Betrayal by Mary U. Pearson. I got this last month. This was on my TBR, and I didn't get it read yet. So it will definitely get read this month. I wanted to read it right away, but I want to get my readathons in first, so then I'll probably read this one. The rest of the books I have, I would like to try to finish 4 or 5 of them. I have 6 additional library books, so I don't need to finish all of them by the end of the month, but I would like to try to read 4 or 5 of them. First of all, I've got Witch's Pier by Josephine Angelini. This is the 3rd and final book in the, what is this one? World Walker series, and that was why I grabbed it. It just came out. I don't own any of these, but I have been reading from the library when they come out. I am enjoying this series. It's kind of fun. And I love witches books, especially during October. Perfect time to read about witches, in my opinion. Of course, any time is good, but I really love reading about them in October. So this will be a fun one to read and finish this series. Yellow Brick War by Danielle Page. I still have not finished the Dorothy Must Die trilogy, and I really want to. So I saw this in the library. I was just walking through. I'm like, oh yeah, I should grab that and finish this. So Yellow Brick War is on my list. Another witch book, The Witch Hunter by Virginia Boker. It looks really interesting. I'm excited to read this one. Howl's Moving Castle by Diane Wynne Jones. I've been wanting to read this for a really long time, and I've never seen the movie. So I just happened to see it on the shelf. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go ahead and start this series. So yeah, I've heard it's amazing. So I'm excited to read this one. This was an impulse grab. This is Red's Untold Tale. This is from Once Upon a Time, so it's based off of the TV series, and it is by Wendy Tolliver, and it looks really interesting. It's a really beautiful book, too. It's black pages, and it's just really pretty on the inside. It looks kind of like a shortish, fun book. So I'm excited to read this. This just kind of grabbed me, and I love Once Upon a Time, although I haven't watched very much of it, but what I have watched, I really did like. Finally is Kingdom of Ashes by Rhiannon Thomas. This is the second book in the Wicked Things series, which is a retelling of Sleeping Beauty, which I love the first one. So excited to continue on with that series. Deity by Jennifer L. Ermintrout. This is the third book in the Covenant series, which I have not finished yet, and this was on my TBR for September, and I never got to it. So I went ahead and threw it back on the TBR this month because I really do need to work on finishing this series. This by V.E. Schwab. After I read The Savage Song, I realized I really want to read more of her. I love her writing, and I've heard this one's amazing, and I thought for October it'd be really fun. So this made my TBR this month. Daughter of Deep Silence by Carrie Ryan. This is another book I won last fall that I haven't gotten to yet, and I really wanted to read it, and I decided to throw it on the list for October. Then I have my adult reads. I've been trying to read 2 or 3. Last month I only finished 1. I didn't grab it, but The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith is going back on my TBR for October because I need to finish that book. So I'm going to try to read that one for October. It's a mystery, so it should be good. The other one that I was going to try to read is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. Another one that I really wanted to get read soon, and a mysterious kind of book, so I thought it would be really good for October. And actually The Ghost in Trouble that I showcased earlier in the month is also an adult read, so that will make 3 if I finish all 3 of those. And my nonfiction pick for this month is Wild by Cheryl Strayed, and this is another one I've been wanting to read forever, so I can finally watch the movie because the movie looks amazing. And I've heard the book is good too, so this is my nonfiction pick for October. That is my October TBR. I lost count of how many books that was. Again, I showcased some books that I wasn't expecting to read, like some of the library books. I don't think I'll get all the library books done, but yeah, a lot of books, I think. I honestly don't even know. So anyway, that is what I am reading for October. I'm very excited about my TBR, and I had like 10 more on there that I ended up taking off because I started realizing how many books I was throwing on there. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. So I took some off, and I don't think all these are gonna work either, but we'll give it our best shot. We'll see how it goes. Things should start slowing down a little bit for me now, so I probably will have time to get through quite a bit. I also have a few beta reads I need to do as well. Go ahead and leave any comments below, and any of these books, if you've read them, what you thought. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well. Everyone have a good day. I will talk to you later. Bye.